Gwen Harris, I will be your MC for this afternoon. Praise the Lord. And for those of you who do know me, how you doing? Lord, do it.
Oh,
blessed me once, He's blessed me twice. He's been blessing me all my life. When the Lord, oh, He can change you in a twinkling of an eye. He can save you. If within your heart you let Him reside, amazing grace.
And Carlos, I'm his best friend now. He's in the house. Cathmagby, preacher's here. What do you desire? Somebody always say a word. I said, a preacher here. What do you desire? I said, a preacher's in the house. What do you desire? Well, I got one here who can preach. He's my brother. He's my friend. I speak none other than Pastor Derwin, the pastor of the Goodship Baptist Church. Come on here. Come on here. I want to hear something. Preach it.
Coming and being with me today. Choir, thank you so much. Thank you. The most beautiful ushers on the door. Thank you all so much. And around the wall, the brothering from the church. Thank you. I see y'all sporadically out there somewhere. So thank you for coming and sharing. And then my lovely wife and my daughter, will y'all just raise your hand? And the daughter right there, thank y'all for being with me today. Amen? Amen. God bless you and God keep you is my prayer. Hope I'm not missing anybody. Well, if I am, please take it for love. I'm not trying to miss you. Amen? Amen. I'm not going to hold you long today. Ephesians chapter 6, verse number 10 and 11. Ephesians 6, 10 and 11. Ephesians 6, 10 and 11. I think that's your theme. Ephesians chapter 6, verse number 10 and 11. You get it? Let me know by saying amen.
Amen.
If you need a little time, then wait on me. I heard you. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. I want to talk about today, I'm built God tough. I'm built God's tough. I'm built God's tough. You just look at somebody and tell them, I'm built God's tough. It's hard to deal with me because of what I'm built with. And I think the problem is with most of us is that we cannot handle what's handling us is because of the way we are built. When you are not built correctly, then you can't handle stuff correctly. In other words, what's starting happening is stuff starting being on top of you when you should be on top of it. When you are not built correctly, you will find yourselves screaming out for stuff instead of having stuff screaming out to you. In other words, it seems like it's a flip-flop. It seems like that what's handling you, you should be handling it. But when you are not built like you're supposed to be built, then it seems like the things of the world and the devices of Satan seem to handle us and get us mesmerized and out of our image and all of who we really are because of how we're built. And I just want to help you today to become God built. In other words, I'm built God's tough. And this is what Paul is trying to get this Ephesian church to understand. He's trying to get them to understand that I like how he opens up chapter 6 because the way he opens up is not the way he ends up. Okay, he opens up chapter 6 talking about family relationships. He talks about how the family ought to be and how pastors ought to be and all of this stuff. And then I like that because one thing about Paul had a lot of structure on family. Because before there was church, there was family. Y'all ain't talking to me. I say, how can you have a great church if you got a messed up family? You all ain't hear me. The church can be no greater than the family. If it's not right at home, it's not going to be all right at church. Are y'all listening to me? So Paul stresses the issue about family relationships, and then he moves and says, finally, my brother, when he got through getting the church, when he got through getting the family right, he said, now let me show you how you can become God built tough. This is what he says here. He says to us, finally, my brother, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. I like that, because what he was really suggesting to me and you is that he said, first of all, you got to put strength in his place. Listen to me. You got to put strength in his place. How do I put strength in his place? He says, watch this. He said, finally. Finally is a word that suggests that I'm through talking about what I was talking about. And now I'm going to bring to close what I need you to know. He says, finally, my brother, look well. He's not talking to anybody with this text. This text don't belong to anybody. It belongs to the brethren. The word brethren is a dephthis in the Greek, where we get the word connected particle dephthis, which means the womb. He says, I'm talking to some people who have been born again, connected to the same Christ, magnetic to the same maker, withdrawn. Are y'all gonna talk to me? In other words, he said, it don't belong to anybody. Anybody can't be God built up. You got to be born again if you're gonna be God built up. You got to be washed in the blood of the Lamb if you're gonna be God built up. Are y'all listening to me? Finally, my brethren. Look what he says. He says, I'm not talking to no anybody. He said, I'm talking to those who have been born again. Look what he says to him. He Pastor Smoke, this is what he said to him. It really baffled and bothered me, because he says to them, he said, finally, my brother, he said, be strong. Are y'all listening to me? That word strong here is not the word where we get dunamis. We're talking about power and not talking about kratos, which means ability or might. This word strength here, this word here strong, is not those words. It's not God's dunamis. But when he said be strong, he's really telling you, you got to find somewhere that you can stand. Now watch this here. Not that you are doing the boxing, not that you are using your might, but he says you got to be strong enough to find somewhere that you can just stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. He said, too many of us are trying to work in our own strength. Paul says, let me show you what in place your strength. I like it, because watch this now. Reverend OJ, this is what he does. He gave me location. Are y'all listening to me? But now when he gave me the location where I should put my strength, he didn't give me in this verse the demonstration. Y'all ain't hear me. He gave me the location, Pastor Nixon, but he didn't give me the demonstration. Y'all hear me? But he gave me how you can get it demolished as well. Watch what he says here. He says, be strong in the Lord. In the Lord is a prepositional phrase. The Lord is the object of the preposition, will suggest to me and you that he's the possessor of the subject. Are y'all listening to me? So my strength is not possessed by me, but my strength, y'all ain't hear me. When you see me, in other words, when you see me make it through some stuff, don't pat me on the back. Y'all ain't hear me. Because there's a greater than me behind me. The reason I can hold on just a little while longer, because I learned what it place. I didn't give up because I was so strong. I didn't hang in there because I was so strong. I just knew what it place.
Oh, there is a secret place.
Y'all hear me? Watch the location. The location of my strength is not within me, but the location of my strength is in him. Look where it says. He says, watch this, be strong in the Lord. I like the way he said be strong in. He said, he didn't tell me to be strong. Watch this here. You know, a noun is a person, place, or a thing. Y'all listen to me here. And see, I'm glad that the Lord, he's a person, but he's not a place or a thing. Y'all ain't listening to me. Don't you never go around thinking he is a thing, but he is a person. So this is what he tells me. He says, put my strength. He tells me to be strong in the Lord. Who is the Lord? Wait a minute, he's better than me. I can't see him, I never saw him. Who is the Lord that you telling me to put my strength in? I get up every morning, put my old clothes on. I go punch my
Ghost. Who is the Lord that you're telling me to put my strength in? Who is he? Whenever somebody trying to come up against me, Lord, they ain't fighting me. They'll fight you, because you know that the song said the battle is not yours. It is the Lord's. He'll fight your battle for you. Y'all listen to me. He'll fight your battles. Watch what he says. He says that in the power of his might. I like that, because he didn't just leave me out there by myself and tell me that I need to place myself, my strength need to get in place. But he says, now watch this. Not only do I need to put my strength in place, but I need to put my authorization in place. Y'all ain't talking to me. See, too many of y'all authorizing some stuff that God is not updating. So many of y'all is in some places that you shouldn't be in. It's because you made the decision and then go to God and let him make it for you. You know, the Bible says that watches the good man's steps are ordered by the Lord. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct. Some of y'all have made some wrong turns because you didn't place your strength in the right place. You tried to do it all by. Look at somebody and say, I know why I'm catching hell now. Come on, tell them again. Say, I know why I'm catching hell now. I know why the storm seems unbearable. I know why it seems like I'm about to lose my mind. I know why now I'm about to throw in the towel. I know the problem now. I didn't give it over to Jesus. Stop worrying about it. He will work it out. Here it is. He says to me and you that we got to make sure that we put all the strength in place. But then he moves and says, I like now how you talk about putting our strength in place. He now turns and tells me and you that this is what we got to do. If we're going to be God built up, we got to make sure we got spiritual substance. We got too much worldly substance, but want to be God built up. He don't build on wood, staying stubble. Y'all ain't talking to me. When you want God to stand up for you, you got to have his substance. You can't have the world's substance and want God to sit here and fight your battles. Look what he says, put on.
Come on, Holy Spirit.
Now, Smoke, you look real crazy, won't we? If here it is now, we fight for the Lord with Satan's substance on. You know why you can't handle the wiles of the devil? You ain't dressed right. Tell somebody it's time to change our dress. Come on, tell them again, it's time to change our dress. I promise if you just go ahead and change your garments, everything will start working out for you good. If you just go ahead and put on some spiritual substance. Look what he says. He said, put on. I like this because the word put is an imperative, which suggests that it's a command or an order. He's not asking you, he's telling you to put it on. If you're going to be God built tough, God ain't going to sit back and ask you. He's going to tell you what you need to do in order to be God built tough. Are y'all hear me? If God's saying you want me to stand up and box for you and be everything that you need me to be, you better put my stuff on. I can't fight for you when you ain't got on my stuff. Are y'all hear me? They tried to put the world stuff on David. Are y'all hear me? David said, I'll put this stuff off for me. I don't wear this kind of stuff. You don't wear with this kind of stuff on. He said, all I need. Watch it. Let me help you. He says there must be spiritual substance. He said, put on the whole. That's totality, which suggests to me and you just can't put some of it on. You got to put it all on. Some of y'all just want to put some of it on. That's what feels good to you. That's what don't look like it ain't got your burden down. You got to put it all on. Are y'all hear me? You can't just sit around here and say, well, I ain't lying, but I'm Don't make me go down the roads today. Are y'all hear me? See, some of us just want to put some on. We don't want to put it all
whole armor. Y'all hear me? If you put on the whole armor of God, let me tell you something. You got to stop going some places you used to go. You got to quit saying some stuff that you used to say. You got to quit acting a way that you used to act. Y'all hear me? You can't have on the whole armor of God and walk past folk, don't even speak to them, shoot your nose up, frown at people. Y'all hear me here? You look better going than you do coming. Y'all ain't talking to me. It's time to put down the devil stuff and pick up God's stuff. Tell somebody, change clothes, change. Come on to them. They act like they don't want to have no church. To change clothes. It's time to look better for the Lord. Put on the whole armor of, watch this, there go another preposition phrase, of God. God possessor. So what I'm trying to suggest to you is that, watch this, the armor, hear this, do not belong to you. The armor belongs to God. Watch this. And the only way to get his armor on is that you got to place your strength in the right place. Y'all ain't hear me. God ain't gonna put his stuff on you when you're not in place to get his stuff. You can't be operating your own strength and then think God is gonna give you his stuff. Watch what he says. No, I'm trying to help you. I want to help you because I want to help you to be God built up. And this is the reason why. Watch this. Can I give you purpose for this? He said, put on the whole armor of God. That, the word that simulates a purpose. Is a reason. Is a purpose that I need you to place your strength where it needs to be. It's a reason that I need you to have spiritual substance. That would simulate purpose. God is saying, I'm not telling you this for no reason. There's a reason I'm telling you to go ahead on and get God built up. And the reason is that ye may be able to stand. Y'all ain't hear me. Y'all ain't hear me. Watch this. It's good to stand, but what is it I need to stand up against? Some folks are standing, but they ain't standing against nothing. Y'all ain't talking to me. I really didn't mean to go down here, but I got to go and tell it now. See, a lot of us say we standing for the Lord, but we still ain't standing against Satan. What are you saying? You stand with the Lord on Sunday morning, but you ain't with the Lord on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wait a minute. Could I tell somebody something? It's bad to be anti-devil just one day. Y'all ain't hear me. It's bad to be anti-devil one day. Watch it, I'm finishing. He says, I need to put my strength in place. I need to have some spiritual substance. And the reason I need spiritual substance, watch this, that I can carry out the saint's purpose. Watch the saint's purpose, that ye may be able. Not that you will be, not that you shall, but he said may. Why did he say may? Why? Because it's contingent upon you. Y'all ain't hear me. Why is it contingent upon me? Because we are people that love to put down and pick up. Y'all ain't hear me. We are people that loves to give and take back. Y'all ain't talking to me. We give when things is going bad, but we take back when things is going good. God, I love you when things are going bad, but when things start going good, give it back up. Give me my strength back. Y'all listen to me. That ye may be able, watch this, to stand against the word wild here really is talking about his devices. But y'all hear me? The devices of Satan. I need to be able to stand against it, because Satan does not love you. He don't love you. He don't want the best for you. He is a deceiver. He want to take you out. The Bible says he come to steal, kill, and destroy. But Jesus said, I come that you might have life, and life more abundantly. I like this because he's telling me I need to dress out. You know it's hard to dress out and then not abide by the owner's rules. You know, too many people are sitting on the sideline, but they are dressed out. But it's time that we understand that the day has come that we can't sit on the sideline. The reason why we can't sit on the sideline is because too many teenagers are taking one another's lives. And we're going to sit back and talk about, oh, it was sad. But if we would have been on our job,
Come on, Pastor. That's him.
it was really God built tough. We can stop a lot of the devices of that enemy called Satan. But I'm so glad this afternoon that I serve a God that got all power in his hand. And you know that we serve a God that does all things well. Oh Lord. And you probably wondering, how is it, Reverend, that we gonna be able to be God built up? Oh Lord, you know I told y'all earlier that you got to learn where to place your strength. Can I get a witness here? In other words, you got to learn how to depend upon the Lord. Am I right about it? Well, somebody may be wondering, well, Reverend, I've never seen the Lord, and you're telling me to put my strength in it. Oh, Lord, and I'm here to tell y'all this evening that you can trust God when you can't trust nobody else. Am I right about it? I'm so glad this evening that I serve a God that got all power in his hand. Am I right about it? Somebody said, y'all, he walks with me, he talks with me, and he tells me that I am his own. Am I right about it? I'm getting ready to sign off now. I didn't hear y'all long enough. Good God Almighty, what you saying, Reverend? All I'm saying is, not only do I know where to place my strength, am I right about it? I need to know what is it, Reverend? I need to put on. Am I right about it? Look at somebody and say, neighbor, I don't know about you, but the God I serve, he'll work it out for you. Am I right about it? Put on the whole armor of God. You got to have your arms girded up with the truth. Am I right about it? You got to have the shield of faith to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one. Am I right about it? I'm out of here when I tell you, y'all don't hear me, but there was a story told. Am I right about it? About this little boy. Y'all hear me here? His grandmother told him, said, well, little boy, I don't care what trouble you get in, however when you find yourself in a bad situation, I want you to stand on the word of God. Am I right about it? And one day,
That little boy got caught in a house fire. Am I right about it? And they told that little boy, said, little boy, you need to jump out the window. Are y'all hear me here? The fire department was down and said, jump out the window, y'all. Are y'all hear me here? And that little boy was too short to get up on the window ledge. And all that little boy did was went over there and got a chair, y'all, and stood in the chair, and he was still too short. Am I right about it? But that little boy remembered, y'all, what his grandmother told him. Said, whenever you get in trouble, you got to stand on the word of God. And he seen a Bible over there on the floor. He got that Bible and put it in the chair. Y'all don't hear me. Stood in that chair, and that word of God was just enough he needed to get over the wonder, y'all. Y'all don't hear me. Is there anybody here gonna stand on the word of God? When you look at somebody and say, neighbor, I'm gonna stand on the word of God. The word is all I need. The word walks with me. Any all right. Any all right. Say yeah. Say yeah. Say yeah. Put your arms around somebody, hug them real tight. It's a neighbor. The Lord has been good to me. It's a neighbor. The Lord has been good to me. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? It's your season to be blessed. God made you a promise. You stood the test. He's gonna open the window and pour you out a blessing. It's your season to be blessed. It's your season.